It's fascinating how you've navigated through so many ups and downs, especially with your early experiences. You mentioned your childhood and financial struggles. At what point did you realize, okay, it's time to grow up?
Well, that realization hits different for everyone. For me, it was when I saw my family struggling financially. My father was in the film industry, and people assumed it was a smooth ride. But the reality was, there were loans, no income for years. That's when I realized I had to take responsibility at an early age.
It's remarkable how you took on that responsibility. You also mentioned marriage as one of your life's mistakes. Do you think getting married at 21 was a mistake?
We were both so young, and we just got swept up in the love and excitement. Looking back, I think getting married that young wasn't a well-thought-out decision. But I wouldn't change it because it brought me many beautiful years. And I've learned so much from that relationship.
It's interesting how life gives you these experiences to grow. You've also mentioned that you cry easily. How do you handle tough emotions?
Oh, I'm an emotional person, and I cry a lot. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but crying helps me release those emotions. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself, even if it's tears. It's part of who I am.
You're so open about it. You've been through personal struggles and career setbacks. Speaking of failures, you mentioned Lal Singh Chadha as a big emotional hit for you. What went wrong with that movie?
It was a film I poured my heart into. But sometimes the audience doesn't connect, and that's something you can't control. I was devastated, but I realized it wasn't the end. I had to analyze where I went wrong, and that's the only way to grow. Even the biggest failures teach us valuable lessons.
That's a great mindset. It's about accepting mistakes and learning from them. You also mentioned your biggest mistake was not giving enough time to your family. How did you come to that realization?
It took me a while, especially during the pandemic. I was so caught up in my career that I missed out on spending quality time with my family. I felt guilty, and it was a tough realization. But it was also a turning point where I knew I had to rebalance things.
It's amazing how personal growth can come from those moments of realization. You also talked about how your family, particularly your mother, has had such a big impact on you. Can you share more about the sacrifices she made?
My mom is incredible. She sacrificed so much for us, always putting our needs above hers. I remember how she would stay awake worrying about us, especially when we were out late. Those small acts of love have stayed with me and shaped who I am today.
That's beautiful. Moving on to your career, you've played such diverse roles. Three Idiots and Dangle had two very different parenting styles. Which one resonates more with you?
Honestly, I believe in giving kids the freedom to explore and find themselves, like in Three Idiots. But I also understand the discipline shown in Dangal. It's a tough call because every child is different. Ultimately, it's about balance, teaching them right from wrong while letting them be themselves.
You've often been known for your perfectionism, but it's clear you've accepted your flaws. How do you handle the pressure to be perfect?
The pressure is real, but I've learned to accept that mistakes are part of the journey. Perfection doesn't exist. What matters is the effort you put in and learning from every experience, whether it's a success or a failure.
That's a great philosophy. And lastly, you've made so many iconic films. Do you ever feel like you've reached a point where you've achieved everything?
I've always believed that I have to keep pushing myself. Whether it's in my films or personal life, I never want to stop learning. There's always room to grow, and that's what keeps me going.
Such a refreshing perspective. Thank you for sharing your insights. It's clear that while you've faced many challenges, you've learned from them and continue to evolve.
Thank you. Life is a journey, and I'm just trying to make the most of it. Flaws, mistakes, and all.